How much are you truly enjoying life's journey today? See, we live in a society where most people on the surface level want to convince everyone life is good, I'm doing good, things are going well.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
But the studies suggest otherwise. We are at the most dissatisfied place in human history when you look at anxiety and worry and depression. So I want to give you 3 ways that we can elevate our perspective, which will help us on this journey of enjoying our life and getting the most out of life. So as we start thinking about this, rate it 1 to 10. How much are you really enjoying the trajectory of your life? How satisfied are you with that trajectory of where you're going in your life? See, most people are allowing outside influences to determine how they view happiness, how much they view their success, etc. But step 1 in that is really asking yourself, what is our personal definition of success? You may see somebody on social media and they seem to be loving their life, but they may only have goals and aspirations this high. But if you have aspirations up here, you can't compare that. Let's look at this from the lens of our past, our present, and our future, and help elevate the way we look at life. So step 1, let's look at the past. How do we put this into the proper perspective? As you look about your life journey, you look back and say, my upbringing, all those different things, what was good about it? For a lot of people, there's good and there's bad, but how we view those things will determine how we move forward. When we think about getting in shape, we know that first day going back to the gym, the next day you're gonna wake up sore. We are willingly going into a gym and to an environment to tear our muscles, to stretch our muscles for the purpose of growth. And so we know that's necessary for growth, but often don't have that perspective about you are who you are today, large in part of the past experiences. Now, of course, there's gonna be things in our past that we don't wanna do over again, or again, we wish you could avoid it altogether, but stop viewing those things as good or bad. They just are, it's a part of the journey. And so how can we elevate from these things and grow from these moments? I think back on my career when I started to say, I'm going to impact millions of people around the world. At the time, I was managing a 200-person call center. And then next thing I know, I had a good career, making good money. All of a sudden, the call center closed down. At the moment, that could have been seen as very negative, but in hindsight, I knew that had to happen in order for me to get to where I am today. So the bottom line of that is your life and your success will be defined by the narrative you choose to tell yourself. So look at these things as neutral, not good or bad. See your past as neutral so we can move forward effectively. We arrive today based off of our perspective and our experiences from yesterday's. And so what we're doing now, what we're doing in this present moment is going to determine where we arrive in the future. See, one of the things that we can do to elevate this is how we show appreciation for the now. If you look for the bad things, you're going to find them. But if you look for the good things, you're going to find those as well. I love that word appreciation because there's 2 things about that. It changes our perspective around being thankful, truly thankful for what we do have, because it always could be worse, could always be better, absolutely. But again, being thankful for what we have. But appreciation on the other side also means to add value to. So when you appreciate your life, when you appreciate your relationships, you're adding value to those things, which is adding compound interest. And so we're sowing seeds for our future based off of our appreciation in the moment. So really challenge yourself with this thought. How I feel right now matters. How you feel today, if you can get yourself into a good mood, into being happy and being appreciative, those type of things, that's the compound interest of sowing forward. And so really challenge yourself. How can I elevate how I view my perspective right now in the moment? See my past different, value the present different. And then as I look forward, that's going to improve my future opportunities. So that really segues us into the future, how we see the future. What do those things look like? I was reading a book by Viktor Frankl, who was a survivor of the Holocaust. And people that were going to the concentration camps had a 1 in 28 chance of survival, 1 in 28. And as he had noticed this, he said one of the key indicators of survival of those folks who did make it through was hope. What are you looking forward to? The moment that people lost hope, they lost all the opportunity for a better life. And so when we think about this, everything that we see in life, this camera that I'm speaking into, our cell phone, all the different things that we see around us was first birthed in somebody's mind. And so if you can't see it, it's never gonna manifest, right? So challenge yourself to dream bigger, to spend time in your future, design those things about here's where I want to go, here's the person I want to become, but see it first in order for you to be able to step into and become that thing that you desire in your future. So all these things being said, challenge yourself with this elevated perspective. The mountaintop only has the beauty it does in contrast to the valleys. If it wasn't the depths of the valleys, it doesn't have the grandiose beauty that it does being on the mountaintop. And so in that, you're on a journey in life. Don't run towards the valleys, but when they come, know that's part of the process. Don't run from these things, learn from them. I heard someone say one time that they never lose. They don't lose at anything. They either win or they learn. And so as we think about that, that helps shape our perspective in life. And so I want to hear it from you. Drop a comment below. What is one way that you can elevate your current perspective in life, whether that's looking at your past, looking to the things that are in front of you right now, or more optimistically towards the future? Above all these things, choose every single day to reach higher. Step confidently into your higher potential, and I'll see you guys next time.